All right, everyone, just give me one more moment. All right, everyone, welcome to the 187 District Court. These are the rules of the 187 District Court. You are in a courtroom. If you are at your home, if you are at the jail, you are in a courtroom. You are not allowed to do laundry, lay in bed, make breakfast, change diapers. You're not allowed to do that. Anything that you could not do if you were physically in the courtroom, you cannot do on this Zoom screen. If you are at work, you need to tell your supervisor that you need to take a break and you need to find a place that's quiet and you need to remain stationary. If you do not follow the rules of this court, if you behave inappropriately, your Tuesday is going to turn into a Monday. What does that mean? If you are at your house, if you are in another state, if you're in another county, you're going to be required to appear in the 187 District Court. It's located downtown at 300 De La Rosa. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have to get a Lyft, an Uber, call your attorney for a ride, take the via, maybe get change for a via. And if you come downtown, what you're going to find is you're going to find a lot of construction. Of course, all downtowns, usually in the United States, you're going to find a lot of one-ways. You're going to find trouble parking. And if you do find a parking space, you're going to realize that the price of parking has gone up. So make this day a Tuesday. Don't turn it into a Monday. You obey the rules. Everything will be fine. To all the inmates, you are not to use the chat box. If you use the chat box without permission, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be sent back to your cell and we will see you in another 30 days, maybe another 60 days. So follow the rules, everyone. That's very important. To all attorneys, if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, no matter how small you think that plea bargain agreement is, you need to put it in the chat box to the court coordinator. She's listed as Ferguson coordinator. If your client is on bond, she'll need your client's email address. To all the defendants or those who are accused, I'm going to call your attorney's name. Your name will not be called. I repeat, your name will not be called. Your attorney's name will be called. If you don't hear your attorney's name, don't be overly concerned. Your attorney is probably zooming in another court or had to appear in person in another court, but you will get a chance to see your attorney today. To all the inmates, if you're not in a room by yourself and you are wearing a mask, you need to wear it appropriately because otherwise it's just a chin strap. I'm not a medical doctor. Don't play one on TV. Don't pretend to be one. But I am certain that that mask does not work if it is not covering your nose. All right, attorneys, I'm going to call your names. This is the order in which you'll appear. If you see that your name is low on the list and you wish to Zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to Zoom to another courtroom. However, if your name is called and you are not on this Zoom, you will be placed at the end of the list. Bill Simmons, John Young, Colin Hobbs, Greg DeMarion, Javier Garcia, Bobby Gebbia, Luis Martinez, Leo Gonzalez, James Anders, Angela Blake, Laura Lefton, Victor Gomez, Gail Calderado, Raymond Martinez, Jay Moritz, Ed Bartholome, and Cornelius Cox. Is there any attorney whose name that I have missed?
You missed mine, I think, Your Honor, Ignacio Barreto.
All right, let me write that down here. Ignacio Barreto. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. Michael Dominic, Your Honor.
All right, Michael Dominic. Any other attorneys? All right, I'm going to open up breakout rooms. When I open up the breakout rooms, it will invite everyone to go to a breakout room. Do not, I repeat, do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call you by name and assign you to a breakout room. To all of the defendants, your attorney is probably going to want to speak with the prosecutor before they speak with you. So please do not raise your hand and ask, should you go to the breakout room? Because my question is going to be, did I call your name to assign you to a breakout room? To all attorneys, the prosecutors are co-hosts, therefore they're able to move throughout the breakout room. If you leave your breakout room to tell me a prosecutor hasn't gone to that breakout room, I tell you, based upon the laws of physics and all things science, that prosecutor at that time that you're in this room telling me that there's no one seeing you, they're going to see that that room is empty and they're going to skip over it. Think of those rooms as going to a doctor's office without being charged. When you go to a doctor's office and the nurse calls you back, you're all excited because you think you're seeing the doctor right away. They're just checking your weight and blood pressure. And sometimes they make you wait in the room before you check that. So you're trying to remain calm so your blood pressure won't go up. So everyone, put some patience in your pocket, take it out as needed. And if you see somebody on the screen who needs some patience, feel free to share some of your patience with them. Attorneys, when I call your name, I'm going to need the name of your client. And I will also need to know whether they're criminal trial division or family violence. If you have the ability to change your screen name by adding your client's name and whether or not it's criminal trial division or family violence, great. That will make it easier on me. If not, I will do it. Bill Simmons.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, who do you have?
I have Mr. Villegas. He should be there in person.
What is his first name?
Davis.
Criminal trial division or family violence?
I would be family violence, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna see you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. John Young.
Hello, madam. Robert Alvarado. I believe it's family violence.
I'll send you to number 3.
Madam.
Colin Hobbs.
Nathan Medina, Your Honor. Already changed it. CTD.
Thank you so much. And you know what? If we were in a school, you would get an A+.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
And Cornelius is aware of, I think we are starting in the same age category. I would even let you clean the erasers. That was supposed to be.
That feels like a punishment these days. I don't know.
And a gold star.
Yeah. I'll see you to breakout room number 4.
Thanks, Judge.
Greg Demarier. Oh, thank you so much. I'll send you to number 5. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. May have been born yesterday, but I stayed up all night.
That's what I'm telling you. What gets you is if you go to sleep. If you're born yesterday and then you sleep, then you don't, yeah.
All right.
All right. Javier Garcia.
Your Honor, good morning. I'm sorry. I was trying to change my name. I have Steven Sancho. I'm here for Shannon Locke. He's the attorney of record, and it should be a family.
All right. Thank you so much for trying. I appreciate it. I'm going to send you to number 6.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bobby Gebbia.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here for Stephen Quintero. I've changed my name and it's a family violence case.
Thank you so much. I'm going to send you to number 7. Luis Martinez.
Judge, good morning.
Thank you for changing your name. I appreciate that.
Well, you know, I have to like to I've been doing this long enough. I guess it just, it became second nature at this point.
Thank you. I'm gonna send you to number 8.
Judge, if you remember, I was here a couple of days ago on Mr. Gonzalez's case. We had to clear up his bond issue.
Yes.
I conferred with family violence and with CTD at that point. We got into a breakout room together, I think the 4 of us.
Yes.
So we've conferred on this already, and Mr. Gonzalez wants a trial setting on his cases.
Okay, just give me a moment then. What's going to end up happening? I'm going to assign you to number 1. Don't go to number 1 yet because we'll need to get a conferring on a jury trial date. So just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll put that down that you want a trial.
009
All right.
34523.
Okay, Leo Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you for changing your name. I'll send you to number 8.
Thank you.
James Anders. Thank you for changing your name. I'll send you to number 9. Angela Blake.
Morning, Judge.
Thank you for changing your name. I'll send you to number 10.
Thank you.
Everyone, see how quickly it goes when everyone has changed their name, but you know, it ruins my typing skills, but that's okay. Laura Lefton.
Hi, Judge.
Thank you for changing your name. I'll send
here
you
for
to
this.
11.
Well, actually, we've conferred with the state several times, and at this point, unlike Mr. Martinez, we just need a trial date for another trial setting.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. Don't go there yet, and we'll get you a trial date.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Victor Gomez. You're on mute. Who do you have?
Yeah, I'm having some issues. Sorry, Judge. Couldn't change my name. I have Kelowna Clonch.
Okay. Criminal
Yeah,
trial
sorry.
division or family violence?
I'm sorry. Criminal Trial Division.
All right. But you know what? I appreciate that you tried.
I'm trying. This computer's also not giving me any help. Thank
All
you.
right.
Judge.
You're welcome. I'm going to send you to number 11.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gail Calderola. Oh, you're on mute.
I'm here for Carlos Martinez, and I'm sorry I didn't know how to change my name.
Oh, that's okay. Criminal trial division or family violence?
I think it's regular. Yeah, it's not family violence.
Okay, I will send you to breakout room number 12.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thanks for trying, though. Raymond Martinez.
Good morning, Judge.
Oh, thanks for changing your name. I'll send you to
Apparently old dogs
breakout
can
room.
learn new tricks, Judge.
I'm sorry, what?
Apparently old dogs can learn new tricks.
I see. That is so awesome. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 13. That's a lucky breakout room.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Jay Moritz. Jay Moritz.
There you go. Present Judge. It finally unmuted. Sorry.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for changing your name. I'm going to send you to number 14. It's not as
14
lucky
it
as
is.
it's not as lucky as 13, but you're right next door. Ed
Thank you.
Bartholomew.
Thank you,
You're
Judge.
welcome.
Sean Lagish, Your Honor, we persist on our request for a trial at this time, and it's a family violence case.
All right. I'm going to send you to number 1. Don't go there yet, though. And we'll get a trial setting.
Thank you, Judge.
Cornelius Cox.
Yes, Your Honor. I have I don't even know how my name got on this, but I have Ernest Teeler, and it's a family disagreement case.
All right. I'll see
All right.
you to number 15.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Brother Cox, I see the gators are levitated finally.
Okay. Don't jinx him. All right. Eric Reynolds.
Yes, Judge. Good morning. I've got a MTR on a CTD case.
All right. What's your client's name?
Rudy Vargas, Judge.
All right. I'll send you to number 16.
Thank you, Judge.
Ignacio Barreto. Oh, thanks for changing your name. I'll see you at 17.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Michael Dominique.
Morning, Your Honor. I put it in the name. It's criminal trial division for Carlos Mora.
All right, I'll see you to number 18.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And everyone, just give me a moment. Julian Enriquez. I need you to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want today to turn into a Monday for you?
No, ma'am.
Then why are you on this Zoom screen with shades, cap, like you're not in the courtroom?
I'm at work, man. I'm sorry. I have a hard hat on.
Well, I mean, you can't wear that in the courtroom.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
Okay. Wendy McClellan.
Good morning.
Wendy McClellan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who do you have?
I'm here on Ashley Castro. She's in custody.
Criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal trial.
Okay, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 19.
Thank you.
Your Honor, John Young back from breakout room. I need to talk to my client when you can.
All right, just give me one moment. All right, to all the inmates who are at the jail, do not, I repeat, do not tell a deputy that you're done with your hearing. Do not leave a breakout room without my permission. Do not leave this courtroom without my permission. Does everyone, all the inmates understand? You're not finished in this courtroom until I say you're finished. And what will end up happening is our court coordinator will call the deputy and let you know that you're done. Yesterday, we had a lot of issues with inmates thinking they were done and they were not. And then the deputies had to go back and get them. And then that means you're coming back in the afternoon. So do not let anyone say that you are ready to leave. Everyone understand? Give me a thumbs up. All right, thank you. Let's keep this a Tuesday. All right, John Young, you want to see Robert Alvarado?
I do, Your Honor.
In breakout room number 3. Is Robert Alvarado in custody or on bond?
In custody.
All right, Mr. Alvarado, 14I. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3 to speak with your attorney.
All right, you swear or?
Judge, and I'm back for Mr. Davis Villegas.
All the
Yes.
are found in here. Best
Yes.
here.
Well, we have the same offer. I believe this was a plea deadline. I'm not sure if Mr. Villegas is there in court. There's some assistance on his part that I give him the discovery. I'm still not sure if he's understanding.
He's not in the courtroom.
Okay.
Just one second. Miss St. John, you need to stop unmuting yourself. Do not touch anything. Miss St. John.
Oh, don't.
Stop touching the computer.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Simmons, Mr. Villegas is not here.
He got a message here on he got a reminder on the 12th, and he's also got one on the 20th.
All right, I give everyone till 10:30.
And is it in the court's notes that he has to appear in person? Because it's in our notes that he had to appear in person, and that's what he was alerted to.
Just one moment. No, he was admonished about his issues, and he was told that he could appear by Zoom?
I don't know if that's, well, I want to alert the court that the message we sent out to him was that he had to be there in person.
Okay, he's not in court. Either way, he's not here. He's not on Zoom and he's
But
not.
I'll try
in
to
court.
send him, I'll try to send him the Zoom credentials as well, Judge.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Roberto Ramirez.
Morning, Your Honor. We're Adrian Winters,
Criminal Trial Division of Family Violence.
be family violence. If I could confer with ADA real quick.
I'll send you to breakout room number 20.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, I'm back from the breakout room whenever you're ready for me.
John, you're back from breakout room.
All right, just a moment. All right, Colin Hobbs.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Marcus on this case today. We have an offer. There was an.
You're on mute.
I'm literally holding the space bar. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. There was an issue with my calendar. I was supposed to set 2 calendar dates, one to text my client to talk about what the offer potentially was last time, and one for court. I don't know how I messed it up, but come last Thursday, I saw that I had text my client coming up. So I clicked on that and I realized that was actually today's court date. I spoke with my client. The offer on the table requires him to pay restitution. I think part of the oversight was I was visiting my mom. She was diagnosed with breast cancer down in Beaumont for a little bit. So I was not fully plugged in at the office answering calls. Marcus is okay with giving us more time. My client thinks he's going to be able to come up with the full restitution, and that will basically resolve the case, and we'll be pleading true to the allegations, etc. But I want for him to be able to come up with that restitution, as does the state, because obviously they're trying to make the complainant whole.
All right, well, I hope your mom is going to be okay.
I think she is, Judge. I think they caught it early. She just, my daughter was born about 3 months ago, and she hadn't seen her much due to the pandemic, etc. So I just wanted her to get some time with her grandbaby before she starts treatment, etc.
Okay. So when is your client going to have the restitution amount paid?
Judge, I'm hoping you can give us 2 months. If we get it before that, I'll get him in here to pay it. That way we're ready to go next time. And even if not, I'm going to instruct him to pay. Let's say he comes up with 75% of it. I'm going to instruct him to pay that, and then, we'll move it no matter what next time, but he'll at least be able to show you in the state that he did his best to pay as much of it as he could.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I get a 30-day 30-day reset? Just one moment. All right, we're going to come back on October 19th, and we'll see where we are.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you. Nathan, you can log off as well. I'll call you shortly.
John Young.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I've conferred with prosecution and my client. Prosecution made a new offer. He has rejected that offer.
All right, let me see where Mr. Alvarado.
What's the trial setting?
All right, just give me one moment. All right, everyone, just be a little bit patient. The court coordinator is having some issues logging in, but we'll get you to breakout room number 1 and we will get you a trial date. Just give us a moment. And John, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1, but just don't go there yet. And we'll get your trial dates.
Judge, I'm here on Jessica Briones.
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Criminal trial division or family violence?
Well,
All right, I'm going to send you an invitation.
it's kind of a hybrid.
Yes, end it over there.
But David has been handling it.
I don't think you can end meeting for all because I'm the host.
Okay, so I just put cancel meeting. I'm afraid to hit it.
All right, everyone, just give me a moment, please.
Hey, John, how did your trial go?
John Young, you're talking to?
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to no, John Faley. Morning,
All
John.
right, good morning. I'll send you and John into a breakout room to discuss that.
So,
Connor, do you want me to go to one now?
Just give me one moment. Ms. Ferguson is signing in. All right, and John Foley, who had you been negotiating with on this case?
David Martin.
All right, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 21.
Okay.
Be patient. It's number 21. All right, everyone, Norma is logging in. And then once she's logged in, I'm going to need Ed Bartholomew, John Young, Laura Lefton, and Luis Martinez to go to number 1. And is there a criminal trial division prosecutor who could go to breakout room number 1 for jury trial dates, please? And Ed Bartholomew, if you could go to breakout room number 1, please. All right, Raymond Martinez, you're back.
Hang on, sir.
Hi, yes, Raymond Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Yes.
On Veronica Flores, Judge, can I get a breakout room with her so I can discuss what the state's proposing?
All right, is she on custody or on bond?
She's in custody, Judge.
And you say it's Flores?
Yes, Veronica Flores.
Veronica Flores? Okay, I don't see her on the Zoom yet. She'll probably be brought over shortly.
And Judge, on my other case, we've conferred and he needs to stay on the trial docket. That's Mark Rodriguez.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
Okay, Judge.
Just wait patiently there. The court coordinator is zooming in.
Okay.
All right, and everyone, just one moment. All right, could someone from Criminal Trial Division go to breakout room number 1, please? And let me see. And could someone from Family Violence go to breakout room number 1, please? Just one moment, everyone. All right, Javier Garcia.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I conferred with the state. We would like to keep it on the trial docket, Your Honor.
All right, where is Mr. Garcia?
I believe he.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sancho. Stephen Sancho, where are you?
He is.
All right, you need to show your video. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1 for a jury trial date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Gail Calderella.
Yes, Your Honor. I conferred with Marcus and I have an offer. My client was released from custody yesterday. So I called the bondsman and I left a message. I left my phone number to tell him to come to court because I understand he's not present. But he just got out of custody yesterday and the number that I have for him is not correct. So I'm waiting for the bondsman to call me back or Carlos to call me back so I can give him the Zoom or tell him to appear in the court.
Okay, just let me find your client on the docket.
Carlos Martinez.
All right, I give everyone till 10:30.
Okay.
So if you want to zoom back in at 10:30. The person who's listed as Bexar County Jail, can you unmute? What is your name?
Joseph Moss.
Joseph Moss?
Yes, ma'am.
May I be excused until then, Your Honor?
Do I get
out of the
breakout room? I'm with James Anders.
All right, thank you, Bobby. All right, Leo Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor. I got an offer today from the state on my case. If I can get a plea deadline offer to confer with my client on this offer.
His plea deadline date was today. Are you saying the state gave you a new offer?
They gave me the first offer today, Judge.
Just one moment.
Okay.
Ignacio Beretta.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me see, I can't see. Anyway, I talked to Marcus Sanders and we're still waiting on some lab results to come in. So we just need to reset this. Look, they said they're pretty back. He called the lab, he said they're very backlogged.
All right, we'll recall it for October 19th. And this is Israel Mancado.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what labs are we waiting from? It's an evade. I have an evading arrest detention. Is there something else?
Yes, Judge, he has a DWI and we're trying to resolve everything.
Okay, is the DWI indicted or no? Or is it a
It's,
misdemeanor?
Misdemeanor DWI.
All right, so I'll put you down for the 19th.
If we can get it resolved before that, maybe we can come back with the court entertain that.
Yes, just contact the court coordinator and she will put you on the docket.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Mr.
Thank you.
Moncada, can Mr. Moncada leave? He's on.
Is he on bond?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes, he's excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I need to hang around or what do I need to do?
Oh, no, you're done. Your next court date is October 19th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, we're back. Is there any way I could visit with Gabriel Garcia? He's in custody.
Okay, and that's Jay Moritz.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gabriel Garcia, I'm going to send you to speak with your attorney. He's in number 14. So if you go to breakout room number 14, please. And Leo Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Second. I'm going to recall your client back for September 21st.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Manuel Rodriguez, where are you? That's your plea deadline date, September 21st. It will not be further extended. Do you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you on September 21st by Zoom.
And Your Honor, just real quick, we had submitted a request from my client to attend a funeral, and I wanted to see if we could approach on that.
All right, just one second.
No problem.
Did you send that to the court?
Yes, Your Honor, we did.
All right, just give me 1 second. Let
No
me
problem.
find it on the docket. First, I need
Sure.
to find your client on the docket.
Hey, Jay, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, and Mr. Gonzalez, if you all do work out an agreement, can you make sure that the state has his email address and everything? And if the paperwork is completed first, we'll take that up first.
Okay, thank you.
And to the clerks, could I receive a motion on Mr. Rodriguez? It's the motion for him to attend a funeral. I don't have that motion. The cause number is 2020 CR 11644. All right, Angela Blake.
Yes, Judge, I have a first setting on Julian Enriquez. I'd like to ask for a regular reset to review the offer and discovery with my client.
where's your client?
He's on the screen. He's
Julian
got
Enriquez, where are you?
a safety jacket on.
I'm right here, ma'am.
There he is.
All right, have you received an offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you confer with your client?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Enriquez, I'm going to have you come back on the 19th.
Yes.
Of what month, Judge?
October. And Mr. Rodriguez, sorry, Mr. Enriquez, the next time that you're on Zoom screen, you need to remember that you're in a courtroom. If you have your hard hat on, your shades and all of this other stuff, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be required to appear in the 187 District Court, whether you're at court or not, whether or not your employer is giving you a break or not. You understand?
I do apologize. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. We'll see you back on October 19th.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, I need a family violence prosecutor, please. I have too many defense attorneys.
Yes, he'll be there shortly. Okay. All right. And do we have anyone else back in the breakout room who's received a trial date? All right, Victor Gomez.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
I
What is happening with
conferred,
you?
I conferred with the DA. I need to get back.
I'm sorry, yes. You're on mute.
Okay, conferred with the DA. I need to go back to talk to the DA after conferring with my client, Judge. We
All right,
were in
so you
breakout
need-
room number 11.
All right, so you need to speak with another prosecutor?
With the, yes, Judge,
Who are you
regarding the offer.
conferring with?
Ooh, uh,
Was it a
didn't get his name.
female? Was it a
It was,
male?
it was the male, Judge.
Hunter?
I want to
Marcus?
say, yes. It wasn't Daniel, it was the other one.
There's no Daniel in this courtroom.
There was, yeah, last time I did, Judge, but whoever the male is today,
No, there's Marcus, there's Hunter. Who are you conferring with?
Marcus.
Okay, the black guy?
Is Marcus black? Okay, no, this
Yes.
is the white guy. Sorry, Judge. I'm in the process of trying to get this computer going because I can't even get any text messages out of this.
All right, so then you want to speak with Hunter.
The one with the birthmark.
That's Hunter.
That's him then.
All right, just give
Thank
us a moment. He's in another breakout room.
And I'm trying to resolve this with computer. Thank you.
All right, if you'll go though to a breakout room with your client and then I'll send him there and I'll remove your client, but I can't have inmates in a breakout room by themselves.
Got it.
Thank you. All right, Eric Reynolds.
Yes, Judge, I conferred with Meredith. We were looking to see if my client was in the Zoom. He is in custody. He had not been brought out yet, or we could not find him.
All right, just give us a moment. We will get him here.
Yeah.
All right, Leo.
Yes, Your Honor.
On your motion, I'm gonna put it in the chat, my email in the chat box. Could you just email that to me and I'll get it printed out?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that.
Okay, Leo, the motion I have is for him to attend a concert.
That was a motion already ruled on, Your Honor, and you denied that, but we have another motion for him to attend a funeral next week.
All right. Yes, as soon as I get that, I'll take it up.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. He's sending it to me. Yeah.
Judge, I want to apologize. I had to send a message to everyone on ADA J Hunter. I didn't see it listed, his name. So I was just telling him we're taking a deal. Is that a problem?
No, that's not a problem. I will let Hunter know.
I'll tell him, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Okay, Anders, did you have a chance to speak with Mr. Moss?
If I may, I'd like to speak with Mr. Moss.
All right, Mr. Moss, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9 with your attorney. And then Eric Reynolds.
Yes, Judge.
Yes. We're your ETA of your guy. It's all flexible, but he should be here by 10:30.
Yes, Judge. I have another court at 10:30. It'll be a quick reset. You mind if I log out and come back on in when I'm done with that?
No, that's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Michael Dominic.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. What is happening with your client?
Okay, so we conferred, there's what I would assume or what I would think is a key witness hasn't been reached in the case. So at the moment, it's just he said, she said, right? So
I mean, isn't that usually a lot of stuff? He said, she said, who are you conferring with?
Carlos Mora, Your Honor. You need the
No,
Carlos?
what prosecutor did you confer with?
Oh, Marcus Sanders, Your Honor.
All right, what is happening with this case?
I guess
we don't have an agreement. He has an offer. I'm pretty sure his clients rejected it. And so I wasn't sure if, I didn't want to discuss trial dates because I didn't know if they had changed yet. And so we wanted to check with the courts.
Mr. Moore, are you requesting a jury trial?
he's in our conference room. I'm not sure if he's on mute though.
Yes. Yes. All right. Michael, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1 to get a jury trial date.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Laura Lefton,
Hi, Judge. We agreed on a trial date of December 9th.
okay, we're gonna put that on the record. Let me see if there's a prosecutor available though.
Okay. And my client, I saw her name in the chat list earlier, so she should be here.
All right, Marcus, are you available to put this jury trial date on the record?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Liao, where are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, my internet is bad. I'm trying to.
Okay, everyone, you need to make sure you're on mute if you're not a part of this hearing.
Yeah, he just said, y'all gonna give me my new Charlie Moore.
We move friends. Do you mind if I go in there? Well, it's more quiet. Sorry.
Miss Liao, you need to show your video.
I'm sorry, I'm just got it right now.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 7586, State of Texas versus Inez Marie Liao. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
Lauren Lefton for Miss Liao.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
None.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Liao, do you have any objections to this taking place by video?
No, ma'am.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I believe so at this time.
All right, the court does not have a discovery acknowledgement in its file. State, the acknowledgement of discovering this case will be due by October 8th. Is that enough time for the state to obtain that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, has an offer been tendered, defense?
Yes, Your Honor, there has been.
Ms. Liao, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then. My understanding, you all have conferred on a jury trial date, and that jury trial date will be December 9th. Defense, any objections to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Judge.
Ms. Liao, do you have any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Liao, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today. What that means, if you decide to enter a plea, it will have to be open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing else, then Ms. Lefton, you and your client are excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Ed Bartholomew. Ed Bartholomew. And Marcus, these are jury trial dates. John Young.
I'm here.
Judge, I got,
All right, who's your client, John Young?
Robert Alvarado, family violence. We have agreed to October 15th.
Where's your client?
He's in jail.
All right,
I know
Mr. Alvarado,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to find you on the screen. Just 1 second. And what date was that, John Young?
October 15, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 4628, State of Texas versus Robert Alvarado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Joe Ray Garcia.
For the defense?
John Young.
And are you Mr. Alvarado?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, ma'am.
Any objection from the state, Mr. Garcia?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection from the defense, Mr. Young?
No.
Mr. Alvarado, any objections?
No, ma'am.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I believe I have.
And the court will note for the record that the court has a discovery acknowledgement dated July 15th. Has an offer been tendered?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Alvarado, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Your jury trial date will be October 15th. Any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date, state?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Alvarado, any objection to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, ma'am.
Defense, any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
Your Honor.
Mr. Alvarado, your jury trial will take place on October 15th at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. The 187th District Court is located at 300 De La Rosa on the 4th floor. If you are still in custody, you will be brought over to the court at that time dressed for trial.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are released on bond, you will need to be in the 187th District Court at 9 a.m., 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your jury trial date?
9 a.m.
And the date?
Oh, October 15th,
Which court?
187.
All right, we will see you then. Your plea deadline date has expired. What that means is that the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements unless it's open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with that, if there's nothing else, we'll close the record. Mr. Alvarado, do not leave the meeting. I'll excuse you once the coordinator comes back in.
Yes, ma'am.
John Young, if you have no one else with us, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge John Pauly on behalf of Jessica Briones. I got booted from the
Okay.
Zoom before I was able to speak to Mr. Martin.
All right, just give me a moment. Luis Martinez.
Judge, we've got an agreement on a trial date of October the 15th.
So then we will see September the 24th.
For Ramsey Gonzalez.
All right.
Yeah,
I need
the numbers.
Is this your client, Mr. Gonzalez, that's on the screen
You're
now?
going to get it in the mail.
He's in custody, Judge.
No, I mean, is this him on the screen? Are you
Yes,
Ramsey
Judge, it's him.
Gonzalez?
His correct mailing address. Is that
Yes,
right,
Judge.
Adrian?
All right, the court is calling 2019. Sorry, just 1 second.
Yes, we are gonna mail that to you. If you don't receive it within a week, make sure you call us.
Okay,
And
Mr. Martinez, I think you're gonna have to
be
mute
sure
on
we
your
get
end.
that out to you. Yes, sir.
Judge, could you repeat that?
All righty, thank you. You have a great
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 5545 and 2019 CR 9380, State of Texas versus Ramsey Gonzalez. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Jorge Garcia.
for the defense?
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez.
And are you Ramsey Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Judge.
And Mr. Ramsey Gonzalez, do you have any objections with us proceeding by video?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in each of these cases?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. I want to see what I can do about getting my license or occupational license. Okay. So your occupational license, I can't give you information on that. If I did, I would be acting as your attorney. I mean, it's a really good question. I'm not telling you you can't do it.
All right, the court will note for the record that in cause number 2019 CR 9380, the court has an acknowledgement of discovery dated May 27, 2020. However, the court does not have an acknowledgement of discovery in 2020 CR 5545. The acknowledgement of discovery on that case will be due on September 24th.
But there's a whole bunch of work here as well.
Defense, has an offer been tendered in each of these cases?
Yes, Judge.
You understand my position?
Mr. Gonzalez, are you rejecting the offer in each of these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
State and defense, did you have a chance to confer on a jury trial date?
Yes, Judge, and we've come up with October 15th.
All right, defense, any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
None, Judge.
Mr. Ramsey Gonzalez, any objection to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objection to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Then in each of the cause numbers, your jury trial date will be October 15th. Mr. Gonzalez, you will need to appear in the 187 District Court at 9 a.m. on October 15th. If you are in custody, you will be brought to the court dressed for trial. If you are on bond, you will need to come dressed for trial. Again, your date is October 15th at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And you will meet in the 187 District Court at 300 De La Rosa. When is your court date?
October 15th,
What time?
9 a.m.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case. The court will only accept pleas open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Didn't know where it came from.
All right, with that, we'll close the record.
Don't do
Ms. Martinez, if you don't have anything else with us, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Gonzalez, just remain.
Yes,
Judge,
Judge.
could you
we'll
put
let
me in a
the student
breakout
know.
room with Mr. Martin?
Just 1 second, Mr. Barton hasn't zoomed in yet. We will put you there as soon as he zooms in. Brenda, do you see Mr. Gonzalez on the docket? What
Oh,
page he's
okay,
on?
thank you.
Let me look.
It was page 10, Judge.
All right, thank you.
And Judge David is out for the morning, so I can confer.
Okay. All right, the next person up is
Judge,
Ed Bartholomew. Are you ready?
I am, Your Honors. Has Mr. Legish logged on, Your Honor?
No, he has not.
All right, I sent him a text and ordered him to log on, so I guess I'm not ready, Judge. We've arrived at a date, but you need him.
Yes, we do.
Thank you,
Your Honor,
Judge.
he's in the courtroom.
He's in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay.
Let me send you the arrows.
Real quick, Judge, I sent you that motion.
Everyone just put patience in your pocket, people. All right. We're going to call Mr. Legish up. Court is calling 2019 CR 13891, State of Texas versus Sean Legish. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Joe Ray Garcia.
for the defense?
Edward Bartolome on behalf of Mr. Legish present on bond, Your Honor, in the courtroom.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Legish, I'll note for the record that you are in the courtroom. Do you have any objections to us proceeding by video? I'm going to need you to speak up.
No, ma'am.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
We have, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note for the record that the court does not have an acknowledgement of discovery in its file. State, the acknowledgement of discovery will be due September 30th. Defense, has an offer been tendered?
Pardon, Your Honor.
Has an offer been tendered?
It has, Your Honor, 5 years deferred.
I don't want to know what the offer is,
I'm sorry.
Ed, come on.
All right.
You know how to only answer questions that are asked. All right.
That's what I
Mr.
expect.
Mr. Legish, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking for a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to confer on a jury trial date?
We have, Your Honor.
And what date have you all agreed to?
November the 17th, Your Honor.
All right, defense, any objections to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No objection, Your Honor, to November the 17th.
State, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Legish, any objections to November 17th as a jury trial date? Mr. Lagish, on November 17th, you'll need to appear in person in court at 9 a.m. Obviously, you know where the courtroom is because you're here. You'll need to appear on November 17th. Do not leave the courtroom until you receive your reset form. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bartholomew. If you have no one else with us, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Sean, would you give me a call when you get done? Thank you.
All right, Javier Garcia, you have Stephen Sancho.
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I conferred with the state. I was going to ask for a trial date that we agreed upon.
All right, what date did you all agree on for trial?
December 9th.
All right, the court is calling I'm sorry, Brenda. Court is calling 2020 CR 12053, State of Texas versus Stephen Sancho. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Joey Garcia.
For the defense?
Javier Garcia, on behalf of Shannon Locke, who's the attorney of record for Stephen Sancho.
And are you Stephen Sancho?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any objection to Mr. Javier Garcia standing in for your attorney, Mr. Locke?
No.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sancho, do you have any objection to this hearing taking place by video?
No.
Defense, have you received all discovery in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note for the record, the court does not have an acknowledgement of discovery in its file. The acknowledgement of discovery will be due by October 15th. Defense, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, Your Honor. It's been tendered. Nothing's changed, Your Honor. We'd like to pursue our trial.
All right, Mr. Sancho, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
State defense, my understanding that you've conferred on a jury trial date of December 9th. Any objections to December 9th as a jury trial date, defense?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sancho, do you have any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sancho, your jury trial date will be December 9th at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. The courtroom is located on the 4th floor at 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will need to be dressed for trial. When is your trial date?
December 9th,
What time?
9 a.m.
Which court?
187.
Right. If for any reason juries are still suspended, of course, we'll notify your counsel. And in that case, you'll appear by Zoom. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. If there's nothing else, the record will be closed. And Mr. Sancho and Mr. Garcia, you are both excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Michael Dominic,
Yes, Your Honor.
have you conferred on a jury trial date?
We have, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 10219, State of Texas versus Carlos Mora. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders for the state.
For the defense?
Michael Dominic for the defense.
And are you Carlos Mora? Are you Carlos Mora?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you need to speak up. Nobody can hear you. Are you Carlos Mora?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objection from the defense?
No objection.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note for the record that the court has a discovery acknowledgement in the court's file dated April 16, 2021. Defense, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, it has, Your Honor.
Mr. Moore, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
State and defense, have you conferred on a jury trial date?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what date have you conferred on?
November 17th, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what time?
November 17th.
All right, defense, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No objection.
State, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
None.
Mr. Mora, do you have any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mora, you'll need to appear in the 187 District Court just for trial on November 17th at 9 a.m. The courtroom is located at 300 De La Rosa. It's on the 4th floor. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your jury trial date?
November 17th
What time?
at 9 a.m.
Which court?
187.
All right, your plea deadline date has expired. What that means is the court will only accept plea bargain agreements open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing else, Mr. Dominic, you and your client, Mr. Mora, are excused.
Thank you. You have a great
Thank
day.
you. Thank you, you too. Raymond Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, who is your client?
Mark Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez, I need you to show your video. And is this the case that you're going to jury trial on, Mr. Martinez?
It is, Your Honor.
What date have you all conferred on?
October 15th, Judge. Sorry.
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 6497A, State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense,
Mark
for the
Rodriguez, Your Honor.
defense? Who's the defense attorney?
Raymond Martinez. I'm sorry, Judge. I was moved.
No problem. And are you Mark Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
Oh, Your
No
Honor.
objection.
Any objection from the defense attorney?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will note for the record that the court has received a discovery acknowledgement dated January 30th, 2020. Defense was an offer tendered.
Yes, Your Honor. We're early in the process. Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state and defense, have you conferred on a jury trial date?
We have, Judge.
And what date have you agreed upon?
October 15th.
All right, defense, any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objection to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, Judge.
Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any objection to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No objection.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, your jury trial date will be October 15th at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you'll need to appear at that time at 9 a.m. When is your court date?
October 15th at 9 a.m., 187th, and I will appear in person or at video if things get worse.
Yes, although I didn't tell you that, but if jurors are still suspended, your attorney will know that there is not any jury trials that are taking place. If that's the case, of course, you won't appear before a jury trial because we won't have any jurors. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing else, you're excused, Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge, if I may, while I'm here, my other client, Veronica Flores, has still not appeared. She's in custody. Can we try again this afternoon?
Oh, no, just give me a second. If you'll go back to breakout room number 1, Norma Ferguson is in there and she'll see where your client is.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, I sent you a chat.
All right, thank you. Okay. And Brent, I won't need this for the record.
Judge, can I get a breakout room with Mr. Garcia?
Yes, let me find you just one moment. Just 1 second. He's in breakout room. Well, he just finished in number 20. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 11. Let me find you on the screen.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to send you to number 11.
Your Honor, it's Wendy McClellan. Could I get a breakout room with Ashley Castro?
Is she in custody?
Yes.
All right, what is your breakout room number? You were in night 19?
Correct.
Ms. Castro, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 19.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and just 1 second. Luis Orozco, if you can unmute, please.
Yes. Hello?
Yes. All right, Luis Orozco, do you know why you're here?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the issues that are happening with you?
We started, we're gonna extend the probation to next year and do all the requirements, and then it's something about a job thingy.
Well, no, here's the question. Why are you not submitting for UAs? Do you want to be on probation for like
No.
a long, long time?
No,
So why are you not submitting to your UAs? What's the issue?
I've been working, ma'am. You see, you told me to get a job, so I started getting a job. Been like 2 months already.
But again, we're back to the question of why are you not testing? Do you want to be extended till you can be extended no more?
No.
So then what are you doing with your life? What's going on?
Oh, I've been doing my hours from probation, and then I already had talked to Miss Taylor about the other stuff too. So
Okay, you went on me. What did you say?
that I already had talked to Miss Taylor about the other stuff. Like I've been doing my hours and stuff. I'm almost done with my hours. I only have like 10, 15 hours left. And my UAs, well, I haven't gone, but I'm gonna start going.
All right, so Ms. Taylor, this is what the court has started doing. For anyone who has taken the COVID vaccine, then the court will deduct 40 hours of the community service restitution.
No, I'm almost done with my
I'm
hours.
still waiting for,
Yeah.
I talked to Mr. Zirko on the 1st, in which I told him to provide me proof. At this time, I don't even have validated proof of those hours. In addition to that, I asked Mr. Zirko on the 1st to take a UA for me last Friday. He failed to do so as well.
Okay,
So-
no, let's go back to the community service hours.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Orozco, if you
Yes.
provide proof that you completed the vaccine, I'm not forcing anyone to do it, but if you provide proof of that, 40 hours will be deducted from your community service restitution. And let me just tell you what's going to happen today. It appears that you are hiding the fact that you are doing things, because probation is telling me you're saying you've done these things, but they have no proof of it. So let me tell you, if you don't provide proof, that means that you have not done it. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. I
And let me
understand
just
that.
tell you what's going to happen today. You're going to provide a UA today. And if you do not provide a UA today, a motion to revoke will be filed.
Okay.
You understand? So you
Yeah.
will do a UA today. Do you understand?
Yes.
In probation, what else hasn't he done?
He needs to do intensive outpatient treatment as well.
All right. And
AA
then,
meetings and community service.
all right, you're going to do that. And you're giving me a UA today. Before I even send you for the UA, what are the results going to be? And here's the thing. This is what I've learned in my time. Sometimes people will pray to whomever they believe in, whatever their higher power is, and they'll say, if you just let me be negative today, I'll never use again. Sometimes, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the answer from the higher power is like, no, we're going to let the test be what it is. Sometimes the answer is yes. Okay. But where we are now is, what is the results of your UA going to be today?
No, I don't know. Honestly, it should probably be dirty. I'm not sure.
All right, dirty for what?
Marijuana. That's about it.
Well, you say that's about it. What have you been using other than marijuana?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Because I haven't been doing nothing.
Well, I mean, you've been doing marijuana.
Been around it. I haven't done it.
No, don't do that. I've been around marijuana nonsense because you know what the thing is? You're not supposed to be around people who are doing marijuana. That's a part
what
of
I'm
the
saying,
conditions of
yeah.
your probation.
That's what, and I understand that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're doing a UA today. If you don't do it today, a motion to revoke is
Yeah.
going to be filed. You're going to be extended for 1 year. And you're restarting
Yeah, till
intensive outpatient.
the August.
So you're going to be extended. You're going to start outpatient treatment. And Ms. Taylor, this is the last compliance hearing we will have with Mr. Roscoe. If he doesn't do his UA today, if he doesn't start his intensive outpatient treatment, if he doesn't provide you the documentation that you're asking for, a motion to revoke will be filed. And Mr. Orozco, this is what happens when a motion to revoke is filed. You will be arrested wherever you may be, at your job, at your house,
Yeah,
at a friend's barbecue. You can either make bond or not make bond. If you don't make bond, your case will be heard while you're at the Bexar County Jail. You will be given an orange uniform. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're doing a UA today. Is there anything else, Ms. Taylor, that needs to be discussed with him?
No. Do you want him to do the job readiness? I mean,
Yes.
though he's working, I don't have proof yet, as of yet.
No, he's going to do job readiness. And if
Okay.
you are employed with a real job, I don't mean an under table job. I mean a job where you receive a paycheck. You need to provide that today. If you do not provide that today, you're doing the job readiness program. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody can help you if you're being dishonest.
Yeah, I had talked to Ms. Taylor about that because I'm beginning direct deposit. But yeah, I'll do that.
All right, you said some things and I didn't understand a single word you
I
were
had
saying.
talked to Ms. Taylor about it because I've been getting direct deposit. I don't get checks, but I'll send something today.
But you need to show that to her. I'm going to send you
All
to
right.
breakout room number 1, and she will go over new conditions with you.
All right.
Ms. Taylor, thank you for coming and thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
And then Rebecca, I think you said someone else was here. Oh,
No,
just that one.
That was it, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Victor Gomez.
Judge, could you send me to the breakout room with Marcus? I believe it's room number 10. I said earlier it was 11, but I believe it's 10.
All right, Jess, give me 1 moment, please.
Thank you, Judge.
Let me find you, Victor Gomez. All right, I'll send you number 11.
Okay.
And Marcus will
Number
get you there. And everyone, just put some patience in your pocket. I have documents that have been sent that I need to sign. Just give me a moment.
And Judge, whenever you're ready, we've conferred on Jessica
Just give me
Briones.
a moment. I will get there. I have to sign the documents. Otherwise, things are going to get backed up on this docket. So the motions that I'm signing are motions that are actually on this document. So everyone, just put some patience in your pocket. We're going to get there. Robert, I'm forwarding you a document. Could you please print for me?
Yes, Judge.
And it's a motion from Leo Gonzalez. All right, everyone, sorry about that. I'm still waiting to get ink for my printer. I don't have that. Okay. John Foley.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
We have conferred on Jessica Briones, Judge.
So where are we on this case?
Judge, I think we're kind of in the same place. The state had talked about reducing this to a.
Well, no. I don't want to know what the deal is. I'm just saying, where are we? Is this
No, it's
going
not
to
a deal,
jury trial?
Judge. Judge, it's not an offer.
Well,
It's
I
not
mean,
a
you're about
deal.
to tell me what the negotiations have been. I don't want to hear about the
No,
negotiations.
Judge, this is not negotiations. This is not a plea offer. This is not anything of the kind. It is the intent of the state to reduce the charges for purposes of trial to a lesser charge. But they have not done that yet.
Yeah. All right. David Martin will be here this afternoon. Are you able to come back this afternoon?
I can, Judge.
All right. We'll be back then at 2 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May my client be excused until 2,
Yes.
Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
Roberto Ramirez.
Yes, Your Honor. I have conferred with Joe Ray, and if I could get with my client, although I don't see him, Adrian Winters, on the list. I hope he didn't.
He's there.
Okay.
All right. Which breakout room were you in?
I was in 20.
All right. If you go to number 20, please,
Okay.
and your client will meet you in breakout room number 20.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Norma, the inmates who can go back are Robert Alvarado. He's 14I. Ramsey Gonzalez. He's 14L. And I think those are the only ones. All right, Leo Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state. Have you received the motion for him to attend a funeral?
No, I haven't, Judge.
All right, can you send that to
Send it to
Mr.
Joe Ray.
Garcia? Yes.
Joe Ray, can you send me your email in the chat?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Judge, I'm getting some text about the motion. I need to speak to defense in the breakout room, please.
Sure. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, if you'll go to breakout room number 2, please, and Joe Ray will meet you there.
Judge, can you, when you get a chance, put me in with my client? We should, plea paperwork should be forwarded to him.
All right, let me find Gabriel Garcia.
And then I don't know which clerk to ask for the waiver in that.
Oh, that's
appeal,
Miss
but-
Ferguson.
I'm sorry, who, Judge?
It's Norma Ferguson. Norma
I
and
didn't see her
Gabriel
on the-
Garcia, they will need the
Judge, I'm-
paperwork.
Yes, ma'am. I'm taking care of that. Hunter gave
Awesome.
me the information, Judge.
She's on it. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Victor Gomez, Ms. Clouch.
Yes, Judge, update, we have a plea, we'll present to the court, once the paperwork's done, so we're just gonna be waiting on that. And I believe that you can send us back, or send me back to Ms. Clown.
All right, she's in number 10.
Right, and we'll wait there for the paperwork. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Christian Almanza, you need to show your video. Every defendant on this screen needs to show your video. Otherwise, you will be removed. Frankie Sandoval,
Your
who do
Honor,
you have?
good morning, Your Honor. Jesus Rogelio Gutierrez. It's a drug case, Your Honor. And I wanted to apologize to the court for my unavailability yesterday. It was just so shaky with my internet. I apologize.
Oh, no problem. And what's your client's last name?
Gutierrez. It's a
All right.
recall yesterday.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, I sent you a chat.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gebbia, you're back.
I am, Judge. I did confer with Joe Ray. It looks as though we're going to need a trial date. I don't know when we may be able to get a trial, but I'm ready to try it. I believe that we can have I was told 9:30 is a date that'll work.
Okay. All right, is there a prosecutor available? Joe Ray is in a breakout room. Could we put this trial date on the record, please?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. And it does that again. All right, well, we are where we are. Where's Stephen Quintero? All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 7283, 2020 CR 6549, 2020 CR 6548, State of Texas versus Stephen Ray Quintero. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Robert Gebbia.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state or the defense?
None from the state.
Defense,
No
any
objections, Judge.
And are you Stephen Quintero?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections with us proceeding by video?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, in each of these cases, have you received a plea offer?
I have, Your Honor.
And in each of these cases, have you received the acknowledgement? Have you received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, in each of the cases, the court is not in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery. I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery by September 23rd. Mr. Quintero, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sending it right now.
Are you rejecting the state's offer in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
My understanding, both the state and the defense conferred and have agreed on a September 30th jury trial date. Defense, any objection to September 30th as a jury trial date for each of these cause numbers?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objection to September 30th as a jury trial date for each of these cause numbers?
September 30th, Judge?
Yes, September 30th.
No objection.
Mr. Quintero, any
Yes.
objections to September 30th as a jury trial date for each of these cause numbers?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then in each of these cause numbers, your jury trial date will be for September 30th at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. If you are placed on bond, or if you make bond, you'll need to appear on that date in the 187th District Court. The courtroom is located at 300 De La Rosa. If you are still in custody, you will be brought over to the 187th District Court dressed for jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, when is your jury trial date?
September 30th,
What time?
9 a.m.
All right, your plea deadline date and all of these cases has expired. If you decide to enter a plea, the court will only accept plea offers open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gebbia, is there anything else before the record is closed?
No, Your Honor.
State, anything else before the record is closed?
No, Judge.
All right, then with that, we'll close the record. Mr. Gebbia, you're excused. Mr. Quintero, we will send you back and we will see you on that date. Of course, if jury trials are suspended, then your attorney will be informed and we will not have a jury trial on that date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Norma, can you let them know 14J can go back?
Yes, ma'am. I sent you a chat, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Can you say it before you let the inmate go?
All right, just 1 second. All right, state and defense on these court dates. Norma, you'll need to get Bobby Gebbia back in, please. All right, Mr. Quintero, just wait for a moment. I'm being told that the jury trial dates are still suspended for September 30th. So just give us a moment. We'll get your attorney back in. It looks like the next available date is going to be October 15th.
Explain to you and answer all your questions. Okay. Show you bottom of the page.
Mr. Quintero, do not leave.
Okay. And I'm going to show you.
Everyone, to all the attorneys, if you're in another Zoom meeting, before you come on this Zoom meeting, please silence other Zoom meetings.
Your Honor, it's Wendy McClellan. May I approach when you have a chance?
Yes. Yes.
I'm here on Ashley Castro. I've conferred with Hunter. There's still some outstanding discovery that he should be able to get pretty quickly. I was going to see if we could just recall the case for Thursday. She's in custody.
All right, Norma, on Ms. Castro, can we recall this for Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and could you have your client come out of the breakout room, please?
She is.
All right, Ms. Castro, we're going to come back on your case on Thursday. So we'll be back on September 16th.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Permission to approach, Your Honor.
Just a moment.
Judge Bobby's back on.
All right, but his client is not in his seat. And it's Quintero 14J. And everyone just give us a moment. Put some patience in your pocket. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
May I be excused? There's not an attorney here for me. You didn't call my name.
No, you cannot be excused. Just sit patiently and
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Everyone, remember today is Tuesday. Let's not turn it into a Monday. Let's listen to instructions. Let's do our best to follow those and things will go smoothly. Mr. Quintero, I've been informed that jury trials will still be suspended for September 30th.
Yes.
So the trial date will be October 15th.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Gebbia, is October 15th date a date that's agreeable to you?
Yes, it is, Judge.
All right, we're going to go back on the record. And if I could have a prosecutor, please.
Judge.
All right, the court is back on the record in 2020 CR 6548, 2020 CR 6549, and 2020 CR 7283. The court has been informed that jury trials will still be suspended on September 30th. Defense, any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, Judge.
State, any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No.
Mr. Quintero, do you have any objections to October 15th as a jury trial date?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Quintero, your jury trial date will be October 15th. If juries are suspended, you will not be brought over to the court. However, if we do have jurors at that time, your jury trial date will be October 15th at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. If you are in custody, you will be brought over dressed for trial. If you are a bond, you will need to appear dressed for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when is your jury trial date?
October 15th, 9 a.m., 300 De La Rosa,
In what courtroom?
187.
All right, thank you, Mr. Quintero. You're excused and your client is, and your attorney is excused. Norma, can you let them know that 14J Quintero can go back, please? All right,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Gebbia, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Norma, my client appears to be on the screen. Can I get a breakout room, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, Bill Simmons.
Yes, Your Honor. I had Mr. Davis Villegas.
Yes.
We tried to put another call in. That phone, it went straight to voicemail, the number that we had. I was just saying if he did come into the courtroom or not, Judge.
All right, to the court, is there a Mr. Davis Villegas in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, he's here.
He's here.
Okay. I guess we would need a breakout room with him, Your Honor, possibly just to see if he wanted to. And I can discuss those other issues that I brought up earlier.
All right, Mr. Courtroom, if you could go to breakout room number 6, please.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Eric Reynolds.
Yes, Judge, I'm back.
Yes.
We're waiting for my client, Rudy Vargas, to come. He's in custody. I don't believe he's been brought out yet.
All right, Norma, can you see what the ETA is on Mr. Rudy Vargas?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And everyone, just give me a moment while I sign paperwork. All right, Jay Moritz. With your client, if you'll go to breakout room number 1, the clerks will let you know if they have all the paperwork. To the clerks, if you could go to breakout room number 1, please.
Yeah, we should have it, but I'm going.
All right, thank you. All right, Leo Gonzalez. Did you have a chance to confer with the state on your motion?
I did, Your Honor.
And are they in agreement or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then we will take this up in just a moment. Let me see where Mr. Garcia is. Is Joe Ray Garcia still here on?
I'm here, Judge.
All right, we'll take this matter up. All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 11644, State of Texas versus Manuel Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Joe Ray Garcia.
for the defense?
Leo Gonzalez for Manuel Rodriguez.
Are you Manuel Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court is in receipt of a motion for permission to attend a funeral. State, have you had a chance to review the document?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, we are.
Any objections to the defense's motion, state?
Yes, Judge, the state is opposed.
All right, defense, it's your motion, you may proceed.
Your Honor, can I call my client, Mr. Rodriguez?
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, can you unmute yourself, please? Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record, please, and spell it.
Manuel Rodriguez, Manuel Rodriguez.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Rodriguez, you have asked us to file a motion on your behalf to attend a funeral, correct?
Yes, sir.
And who is that funeral for?
It is for my girlfriend's grandmother.
What is her name?
The deceased, it's
The
Janie
deceased.
Esparza.
The deceased.
Janie Esparza, sir.
Okay. And so you've known her for some time?
5 years.
Okay. And how long have you been dating your girlfriend?
A year.
Okay. And when are the services scheduled to be held?
The rosary is on the 20th. The actual funeral is on the 21st.
You're asking for permission to attend both?
Yes, sir.
What are the times that on these dates that these services will be?
The rosary is scheduled between 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the funeral is from 9 a.m. to, I believe, 1 p.m. Miss Esparza is a well-known luminary. She was the owner of Janie's record shop. So it's a lot of people that they think might attend.
Okay. And just for the knowledge of the court, Janie's record shop is a big deal because why?
Miss Esparza is the only female that's in the Tejano Hall of Fame for owning the record shop. She's in the Conjunto Hall of Fame, and she's also the only female in the Texas Hall of Fame as a record owner.
And so you anticipate there will be more people than just her family that will try to attend this event. Is that correct?
They have times for fans, artists, and then time for the family. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that times for individuals who are not a part of the family will be at a separate time as opposed to when the family will be there.
Yes, sir. They just haven't set the times yet for if the family's first or the family's last or what have you.
Okay, and in that regard, you will be attending with the family, correct? As you are going to be with her granddaughter?
Family only, yes, sir.
Okay. you understand that there are individuals involved in this alleged incident crime that may want to attend this particular funeral?
I know some people that I don't see why they would, but yes, sir, they could choose to.
To your knowledge, did anybody else that you are familiar with in this case have a direct connection in regards to the family, regards to the funeral?
Direct connection? No.
In addition, have you let anybody else know that you're planning on attending this event?
No.
Okay, so you first asked for permission to attend this event?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is not,
Now, Mr. Rodriguez, what is the
planning
time?
Service. And
Excuse
you would
me.
not-
Stop. Who are you and why are you speaking?
I don't know why, it's Brianna St.
No,
John.
nope. My question is, why are you speaking? Did someone call you as a witness? I think not. So why are
No,
you
but-
interrupting this hearing?
Why am I in this court?
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Please continue.
Thank you. What's the location that the rosary and the funeral are going to be held?
St. John's Catholic is the rosary, and then Castillo's funeral is for the entombment, and then the funeral to San Fernando number 2.
All right, in just one moment. Ms. St. John, I'm not going to tell you again to stop speaking and to stop interrupting. How many times must I tell you, do not unmute yourself? Your attorney will come when your attorney is free to come on this Zoom. Do not unmute yourself anymore unless I ask you to, period. If you do not behave appropriately, if you continue interrupting this hearing, you will be sent back to your cell and we will see you anywhere from 30 to 60 days. Sorry about that. Please continue.
And Mr. Rodriguez, after these events conclude, will you be returning home?
No, back to work, sir.
Okay, so because they're going to be during the day.
Well, I don't know the family time for the rosary, but if it's early, then back to work. If it's late, then from work to there. The funeral services back to work. Yes, sir.
And you stay in contact with your pretrial officer regularly, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he knows that you are, if you are out for a particular reason, he knows where to find you, how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. The last discussion with Mr. Vasquez, I was at 96% compliance for the monitor.
Okay. I have no further questions at this time, Your Honor.
All right, State.
No questions regarding the motion, Your Honor.
All right, defense, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will hear argument. Defense, it's your motion.
Your Honor, I'd reserve.
All right, State.
Yes, Judge. Just briefly, the reason the state is opposed is because I've been relayed from the complainant information that she does intend to go to the funeral. The reason being is because she states the deceased is a family friend and they have connections with the Tejano music. She's worried about having or being close with the defendant or seeing him there because of the no contact order. So on behalf of the complainant's mother, we do request that the defense's motion be denied.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, my client has gone through the proper steps to try to attend this motion. I'm sorry, this funeral. He has a direct connection to the individual who's deceased. It is a family member who he's currently dating. He is only asking to attend these particular events to help along with the bereavement process for his girlfriend. There's no clear indication as to who the complainant may or may not know that may be connected to the family. And as he's already stated, that they're going to be in different times for those who are actual family who are going to be appearing and people who are just fans or who may know somebody to try to attend the funeral. So we're asking that you grant this motion, Your Honor.
All right, State, I don't even know how close of a relationship the complainant has to the deceased. Is that person planning on attending the mass as well as the rosary, as well as the gravesite ceremony? Do we know that?
No, Judge, I don't have all those specifics in there. I just received some text when I heard information on the motion, but I haven't received all the information on the specifics on what she intends to go to.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with continuous sexual assault of a child. You can either attend, and mind you, I don't take any of this as true because I don't have any facts in this case, and I believe your counsel will tell you I don't take any of it as true. But by that same token, I still have to make sure that community is considered when ruling on every single motion that's presented to me, even bond motions and conditions of bond. So you can either attend the arrangements that are Monday, September 20th, or either you can attend on September 21st, and that will be the funeral mass in the gravesite. But you will not be allowed to attend both.
I'll do the funeral itself, ma'am.
All right, so that will be on Tuesday, and the court will grant that. Mr. Rodriguez, you are not to have any contact with the complainant's mother if the complainant's mother happens to show. You understand?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else with regards to this motion?
Not in regards to the motion, Your Honor, but we will reset for next week for the plea deadline
Yes.
for that same day. So if we can move it maybe to the next day just to accommodate that.
All right, to the clerks, could I have the file on Mr. Manuel Rodriguez, please?
Yes, sir.
Norma, can we set this? Let me see. Norma, I had this to be recalled for September 21st. Can we move it to the 22nd then?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll be back for the 22nd. Are you able to be here, Mr. Gonzalez, on the 22nd?
I believe so, Your Honor. And that is the correct date, Mr. Rodriguez, correct? The 21st is the date of the funeral?
Sorry, yes, sir.
And the 22nd will be available. Okay, yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be excused?
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're welcome. Thank you. All right, who are the parties on Gabriel Garcia? And
Jay
Gail
Moritz.
Calderoa, I'll take you up next. Thank you so much for your patience.
Jay Moritz, Your Honor.
And who is the prosecutor on Garcia?
Senator Morris.
And Norma, can you find out who is the attorney for St. John and please get them in here?
It's Mr. Winters. He's here, Judge.
All right, John Winters,
Yes,
have you
Judge.
conferred with the state?
No, I haven't, not yet.
All right, is your client criminal trial division or family violence?
Trial division.
All right, could someone from criminal trial division go to a breakout room and please
All
confer
right, we'll
with
get it
Mr.
before
Winter
Tues.
on,
Okay, thank you very much, sir. If your
See you, ma'am.
court, yeah, nice
I'm
to see you.
sitting,
Is your
oh my
court coordinator
gosh,
available? I
people
can go
are
through a
not
breakout
muting.
room with Stephanie.
Just 1 second. Who is unmuted?
Yeah.
It is Monday, people. John Winter, I'm sending you to breakout room number 6.
Yes, Judge, this is Robert Maurer. Can you put me in with Joe Ray or one of the family violence prosecutors?
All right, Robert Maurer, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 7. Please change your name, Mr. Maurer, to your client's name and put in there that you're requesting Joe Ray.
Okay. I'll get my
Thank you.
secretary to tell me how to do that.
I'll do it real quick.
The full service court
Yes, what is your client's name?
on Geronimo Hernandez, Geronimo with a J.
Then is that really, okay.
That's it. That's it.
All right, you can go to your breakout room.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Sorry, Hunter, I accidentally muted you.
Your Honor, I'm back from the breakout room with Mr. Davis Villegas.
Mhm. Just give me a moment. Court is calling 2021 CR 7146, State of Texas versus Gabriel Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense? For the defense?
Hey, you in there with Christian?
Oh my gosh, Jay Moritz is frozen. It is Monday on a Tuesday. But you know what? We're gonna put a smile on. And if you smile, it's always better. And Hunter, Brenda, was it Jay Moritz who didn't know, who was that didn't know that they were negotiating with Hunter? Was it Jay Moritz or was it Victor?
It was
Probably Victor
it's
because
Gomez. Yeah.
Yes.
He thought his name was Daniel.
Yeah.
And then he asked for Marcus.
He did. And I was like, who are you negotiating with? And I said, no, I don't think, we don't have a Daniel here. And then I'm like, was it male or female? Male. I'm like, he's like Marcus. I'm like, was it a black guy? No. I'm like, then it's not Marcus. No, it's a great day. Sylvia Cavazos, who do you have?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have Landon Ventura this morning.
Okay. Criminal trial division or family violence?
It is family violence.
All right, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 8.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think we may have Jay Moritz back. Let's see. Yes, he is back.
I'm back. I don't know what's going on, but modern technology, Judge.
Okay. All right. Court is calling 2021 CR 7146, State of Texas versus Gabriel Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Gabriel Garcia.
Your Honor.
All right, Jay, when I say for the defense, Mr. Garcia, I'm just asking who's representing you. So that's okay. It's all kosher. It's everything's going smoothly. All right. Although Brenna, off the record, it's only 11:17, but for some reason it feels like it's 2 p.m. All right. So Jay Moritz is for the defense. And are you Mr. Gabriel Garcia? All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state or the defense?
None from the state, Judge.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to show you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video Conference. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Mr. Moritz, I'm showing you what's entitled Discovery Acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case? And did you review this review all the discovery with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceeding on count 1, Judge, waiving the habitual felony enhancement.
All right, this, I only have, I don't have it a habitual. I have this as an evading, and there's no other counts.
Then proceeding as charged, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement, gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is requesting that your punishment be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $0 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea bargain agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea bargain agreement.
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I'm sorry, Judge, I lost you. No
Yes,
motion,
have there-
Judge.
All right. Then Mr. Garcia, to the offense as charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest, ma'am.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Yes, Judge. State offers state warrant attachments.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to show you a document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, we're just asking that the court follow the plea agreement.
And then state,
Yes.
it appears that when he was pulled over, that they're saying there was also drugs and they were going to charge him with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. Is there any cases outstanding?
Judge, that case looks like it was closed. They probably waited for the lab results. But if it does end up being filed, I'll take that into consideration with the plea in this case.
All right, do we have a grand jury number or a case number?
It had a NIMAG number, but the old NIMAG number was 608817.
All right, any objections to the court including that as part of the plea bargain agreement that case is to be taken in consideration? That way, if something happens, it won't reappear.
Judge,
There was one other case that was also dismissed, rejected. He had 3 cases at the time.
Now, what were
Case number-
those cases that were rejected?
619729. The 9 mag number.
Okay.
That was also rejected. They were dismissed on 8/24/21.
All right. So it's the night mag number. Hunter, could you look that up? It's 619729.
I see that one, Judge. It was also dismissed. Further investigation.
All right. And is there another case?
That is it, Judge, from what I can see.
All right. And Hunter, I'm sorry, could you give me the night mag number of the other case, the 608? I believe I'm missing a number.
Yes, Judge. 608-817. 2 8.
All right. Thank you.
That's correct, Judge.
All right. So any objections to the court adding that to the sentence that those cases are taken in consideration, state?
Judge, the initial case, no, I'm pulling up the subsequent case just to make sure it's nothing crazy. It was a 4 to 200.
Okay, thank you. Well, if need be, we will leave that case out of the equation since it's 4 to 200.
It was certainly not part of our discussion.
Okay, so we're going to leave that case out because I didn't see a 4 to 200 in this case, Mr. Moritz.
Okay, Judge.
Yes, sir.
So what I will note being taken in consideration with his sentence is night mag number 608817. Do you understand, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Okay,
and the
Judge.
court, as previously stated, I'm sorry, yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just looked at it. No objection taking that one into consideration.
The other one as well, you mean?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir. I do.
All right. So that's night mag number 619729.
Double checking.
Yes, Judge.
Correct.
All right. Then as previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, taking consideration night mag numbers 608-817, 619-729. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with that, we'll go off the record. Mr. Garcia, you need to make some changes in your life. Either you want to spend the rest of your life in and out of prison, or either you want to do something different. If life and time goes by so quickly, how old are you?
37.
All right, so you're about to reach the point where more of your life is behind you than in front of you. I can say that because more of my life is behind me than in front of me. And if you decide to spend the rest of your life in prison, then those will be your choices. You understand?
Sure.
All right, and do you have a tattoo on your head? Was that
Yep.
painful?
Yes, ma'am. I was being an idiot. I was just being an idiot. I'm gonna lie,
No.
man. I'm not.
And here's the thing, I have no problem with people obtaining tattoos or having tattoos. I'm just always curious.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Garcia.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Norma, you can let them know that 17B can go back.
Judge, I'll be right back.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Moritz.
Judge, I confer with Joe Ray if I can report back to the court on Geronimo Hernandez.
Yes, what is happening with Mr. Geronimo Hernandez?
The state provided me Brady back in March. They were going to talk to the complainant. Apparently they are intent on trying the case. It's definitely going to be a trial and we picked December 9th.
Okay, we will put this on the record. And Eric Reynolds, were you waiting for Mr. Vargas?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 6. And Mr. Vargas will meet you there.
Judge, can I announce on Ms. Brianna St. John?
Just a moment. Mr. Vargas, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 6 with your attorney. Please go there. And John Winter, have you had a chance to speak with Ms. St. John? You're on mute.
So not yet. I wanted to make the announcement and then confer with Ms. St. John.
Yes.
But I'm going to have her evaluated. So I will file a motion to have her evaluated either later on today or tomorrow.
All right, Norma, when can we bring Ms. St. John back?
I can do 30 days, Judge.
Judge, I'm sorry, I got cut off. May I be excused? This is Jay Moritz.
Yes, you may be excused. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I didn't shut you off. I got cut
No,
off.
no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Judge, I can do the 20th.
All right, and Ms. St. John's, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2 with your attorney, and John Winter will be back on the 20th.
Thank you, Judge.
And then, Robert, you have Geronimo Hernandez.
He's in the courtroom, Judge, apparently.
All right. All right, to the courtroom, could you have Mr. Hernandez come forward? And just give me one moment. I'm sorry, Norma, what date did you say on St. John?
The 20th.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I'm just about to confer with the client on another Zoom. So if I could be kind of pushed back in line a little bit, I'd appreciate it.
No. You need to go and
Not
see
you,
Ms.
Judge.
Okay,
Judge,
thank
Judge,
you.
Judge Jimenez.
All right, thank you. Brenna, I think if I say no in a row several times, people know I mean no.
No, I'm ready to go in a breakout room with Ms. St. John.
All right, she's waiting for you in number 2.
All right.
Let me find the page Ms. St. John is on. There we are. And you can take those back. All right, Mr. Maurer on Geronimo Hernandez, what date did you all agree on?
December 9th, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2018 CR 13168 and 2020 CR 11334, State of Texas versus Geronimo Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record, please? For the state,
Joe Ray Garcia.
for the defense.
Robert Maurer, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Geronimo Hernandez? I need you to speak up.
Here, ma'am.
All right. Yes, are you Geronimo Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
All
Geronimo
right.
Hernandez.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Court will note that the defendant is in the courtroom. Any objections to this hearing taking place by video? State?
No, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
None from the defense, Judge.
Mr. Hernandez, any objections?
No, ma'am.
All right, defense, have you received all discovery in these cases?
Yes, Your Honor, to the best of my knowledge.
All right, the court does not have an acknowledgement of discovery in either file.
I thought we did one months ago.
I don't have one in the court's file. So
I can send one, Judge.
all right, so the acknowledgement of discovery in each case will be due on October 1st. Is that enough time for the state?
Yes, Judge.
Defense, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, it's been rejected.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, are you rejecting the offer in each of these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding, both the state and the defense have conferred on a jury trial date. The jury trial date will be December 9th. Any objections to December 9th as a jury trial date, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then your jury trial date will be on December 9th at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. It's located at 300 De La Rosa. Obviously, you know where it is because you are present in the courtroom. You will need to come dressed for jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the plea deadline date in each of these cases has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. The court will only accept pleas that are open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then, Mr. Hernandez, with that, we'll go off the record. Just remain in the courtroom. They'll give you a reset form and then you will be excused. If we do not have jury trials because juries are still suspended, of course, your attorney will be informed. And in that case, you'll appear by Zoom. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Maurer, if you don't have anyone else with us, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Judge, I just sent you a chat.
Yes. All right, Gail Calderado. I keep messing up your last name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calderola.
Yes, Your Honor. My client bonded yesterday, but I talked to the bondsman and to the client's mother, and he's not out of jail yet. So I was wondering if we could have this set maybe tomorrow or at a time convenient for the court, because I have been in touch with his mother, which is where he'll be staying, and then I'll be able to let him know what the Zoom information is.
Okay, what is your client's name?
Carlos Martinez.
All right, Norma, can you check to see if Carlos Martinez is still at the Bexar County Jail? Because if he's still at the jail, we have him set for today, so he should be here.
I think he was on his waiting to get out because they bonded him yesterday late. So he's
Okay.
still.
All right, let's see where we are. Jesse Sepulveda, who do you have? You're on mute.
I've got Fernando De Leon, Your Honor, and it's the first time I've had an opportunity to speak to him. The ICS visits that I have, he's not appeared. I'd like to file a motion for psychiatric evaluation after speaking to him.
Okay, is Mr. De Leon on the Zoom screen?
Well, he's incarcerated. He's in custody. He was on.
Okay. Norma, was Mr. De Leon ordered or no?
Let me check that. She should have been.
All right, just give us a moment because I don't want anyone to be en route to see an attorney and then all of a sudden we cancel it. The jail does not like that. Warren Wolf, who do you have?
And Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. On Gail's client, he's no longer in jail, Judge.
Okay. All right, Gail, on your client, give me his name again, please.
It's Carlos Martinez.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall this for tomorrow. Your client will need to appear by Zoom.
All right. I'll find out if he has an email, but I will.
And I don't know why he would be out because he was remanded without bond. So I don't know how he can make bond when he's remanded without bond. But
I don't need a judge.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Someone else did it. So we'll recall it for tomorrow. And he needs to be here at 9 a.m.
Okay. I will be here again at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
May I be excused, Judge?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Victor Gomez.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
You have the paperwork, we're ready.
All right, let me send you to Breakout. Let me send you to breakout room number 1.
Okay, thank you.
And Ms. Clutch, if you could go to number 1, they will swear you in. All right, Sylvia Cavazos on Landon Ventura.
Hi, Judge. Thank you. We've conferred with Mr. Garcia, and we'd like to still have a trial date.
All right, did you all confirm a jury trial date?
We did. November the 1st, was that an option?
All right, Norma, is November 1st available or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll put this on the record. Is there a prosecutor available to place the jury trial date on the record?
Morris, Judge.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Oh, Joe Ray's back. Brenna, I think I found a way around the spotlight thing, so we shall see if what I decided to do works. All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 2712, State of Texas versus Landon Ventura. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Joe Ray Garcia.
For the defense?
Sylvia Cavazos.
And are you Landon Ventura?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I believe that I have, Judge.
All right, the court does not have an acknowledgement of discovery in the court's file. All right, acknowledgement of discovery will be due October 1st. Was an offer tendered, Ms. Cavazos?
There was, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ventura, are you rejecting the offer?
Ma'am, I haven't spoken to Ms. Cavazos about whether or not I'm rejecting the offer.
It was the same one from before.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you requesting a jury trial, Mr. Ventura?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your jury trial date will be for November 1st, 2021. My understanding both parties conferred on that date. Any objections to that as a jury trial dates? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Ventura, do you have any objection to November 1st as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ventura, you will need to appear in the 187 District Court on November 1st at 9 a.m. dressed for trial. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa on the 4th floor. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your court date?
November 1st,
What time?
9 a.m.,
And which court?
the 187th District.
All right, if anything happens and we don't have jury trials because jurors are still suspended, your attorney will know and your attorney will let you know.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be
All right.
excused?
Yes, if there's nothing else, then you are both excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let me see who's up. Frankie Sandoval.
Your Honor, good morning. On Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Gutierrez has accepted the state's offer. I was in the process of informing the state and Ms. Ferguson.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, Jason Katniss.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. Great. Who are you here for?
For Christian Almanza. So 2 weeks ago on our first appearance, I spoke with the state and they invited us to apply for pretrial diversion, which we just got in at the last second. It looks like the ADA hadn't given approval to them yet for us to apply. So I spoke with Mr. Sanders this morning and he's going to give ADA approval and they're going to then consider our PTD application.
All right, Norma, what day do we come back on this, Mr. Almanza for PTD?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I was on mute. On the 20th, Judge.
All right, we'll be back on the October 20th.
October 20th. See y'all then. Thank you.
Yes, let me see, before you say see you again, where's your client? Christian Almanza.
Go ahead and raise your hand, Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I've told your client time and time again, he needs to show his video. So until
my
he
bad.
shows his video,
I
all
had
right,
to unmute
Mr.
myself.
Almanza, when you come
Mhm.
back on this Zoom next time, you will show your video. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you back on October 20th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right,
You're
thank you.
welcome. Rebecca, do you, there it is. All right, Roberto Ramirez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I've spoken with my client now, and we are going to go ahead and announce for trial.
All right, then do you have a trial date?
Yes, Your Honor. We conferred, and it's looking like December 9th.
All right, is there a prosecutor? Wait a minute. Adrian Winters? Where's your client, Adrian Winters?
He's there, Your Honor. He's listed under a different name, Andres Aldana.
Yes,
but
yes,
that's
Your
him.
Honor.
There he is.
All right, Norma, on Adrian Winters, can you give me a 30-day reset on this case?
Yes, ma'am. The 19th, Judge.
All right, we're going to come back on October 19th. And at that time, the court will need an acknowledgement of discovery done. And on that date, the court will give you your jury trial date if your client still is requesting a jury trial date.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Norma, can you let them know he can go back? He's listed as Andres Aldana at barrett.org.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Adrian Winters, I see in my last file that's noted that you were ill in August. So I'm just giving you a time to think about everything and make sure that you've received all the discovery, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So we're going to come back on October 19th.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. That being all, may I be excused.
Yes.
I'll come by to see you, Mr. Winters.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else ready? Bill Simmons?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I have Mr. Villegas. He is not accepting the offer, so we will need a time for the trial docket, Judge. He was a gentleman that was in the courtroom.
All right, just give me a moment and we'll get you a trial setting. Just 1 second. Thank you so much for your patience, Mr. Simmons.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Bly, all of these regions, fabulous, fabulous wines. So it's not just on the Bordeaux, not just in France, but on the Douro, in Portugal, the Rhine, the Danube. So pick a sailing that best suits you.
All right, could everyone please make sure you're on mute? Let's not act like this is the first day that we've ever used Zoom. Thank you. Mr. Jaime Soto, could you unmute for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Soto, we're going to recall your case for October 19th, okay?
October 19th
Yes.
at 9 a.m., ma'am.
Yes, at 9 a.m. Your attorney filed a motion for continuance and the court is granting that. So we'll be back on October 19th at 9 a.m.
Roger that, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And it'll be by Zoom.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Do I have permission to leave?
Yes, you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Simmons or Mr. Villegas, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with the state and they'll confer with you on a trial date. So if you can go to breakout room number 1, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
And could a prosecutor go to number 1 on Villegas? It's a continuous violence case. Brenna, I think my thing is working on how I'm doing this. Who is the prosecutor on Clutch?
Daniel, Judge.
Daniel, okay. All right. And how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Clouch?
Launch.
Clouch, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 5895, State of Texas versus Helena K. Clouch. Could I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Hunter Morris.
For the defense?
Victor Gomez.
And are you Mr. Clouch? I mean, Miss Clouch?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
None, Judge.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Clouch, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review
Yes.
that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
The court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, I'm going to show you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Next, Ms. Clouch, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, are you proceeding? Counsel, are you waiving the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor, we do waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, the true bill in front of you, does it have an enhancement paragraph?
No, it does not.
No, it did not.
Proceeding as charged, Judge.
Ms. Clouch, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand what you're charged with is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in a state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, she has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor. My opinion, she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Clouch, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $500 fine to be probated. All right, state, are you in agreement on her application for deferred adjudication?
It was community supervision, Judge.
Right, regular probation, Judge.
All right, because the paperwork I have is community supervision and deferred adjudication. So state, are you in agreement or recommending community supervision?
Yes, Judge. The state recommends community supervision. There's no application for deferred.
All right, any objections to the court writing that in the agreement that there's to be community supervision?
None from the defendant, Judge.
None from the state.
All right, then, according to the plea bargain agreement, Ms. Clunch, the state is requesting that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $500 fine to be probated. The state recommends community supervision. There's to be restitution of $57 for laboratory testing. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm going to show you the paragraph entitled waiver appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, McMouth evaluation, and a drug court referral. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Then to the offense is charged in the indictment. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea?
State offers states one and attachments, Judge.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Ms. Clonch, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand, again, that you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call them the right to remain silent?
Ma'am.
Sorry?
I said, yes, ma'am, I understand.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Briefly, my client has started a new business, and she's looking forward to pursuing that aspect of her life along with a change in her lifestyle, and is requesting to be placed on probation so she can pursue that goal and move on forward.
All right, Ms. Conch, how old are you?
I'm 50.
All right, how many children do you have?
I have 2 biological and 2 stepsons,
All right, what are their ages?
from 36 to 31.
All right, so how have you been living? What have you been doing with yourself before you picked up this charge?
I was in a bad relationship. So, I mean, I was with my ex-husband to be, and we have separated. So we're getting a divorce, but I have since then stopped doing drugs and started my own business. And I've been pursuing that for 7 months now.
Let me ask you this. When was the last, were you arrested on this offense and you've been in jail since this offense or what?
No, ma'am. I was arrested on that and PR bonded out. And from that point on, I have been free of drugs since.
Well, I mean, you were arrested on that offense and I see where a bond forfeiture was issued because you didn't appear for court. So what type of business are you doing?
I started my cleaning business, getting ready for our homes to be made for sale. And I get them make ready homes. I do the cleaning and decorating and stuff like that.
Okay, when did you start using that? What age?
Whenever I was 18.
All right, and how often were you using that?
Every day.
Okay, and when the police picked you up for this offense, were you still using meth every day?
Yes, ma'am. A year ago.
So how did you stop using meth?
Well, whenever I got out on this charge, my son got shot. So I have started right then and there to change my life.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years, $500 fine, probated, $57 restitution for laboratory testing, 100 hours of community service restitution. That the court will deduct 40 of those hours if you provide proof that you've taken the vaccine. I am not forcing anyone to get the vaccine. It's completely voluntary. It's completely voluntary. Oh, I'm telling you, the Invisaligners sometimes get to me. It's on a volunteer basis. So whether or not you do it is completely up to you. However, if you do it, then 40 hours will be deducted.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be the MIC mouth evaluation. There'll be a felony drug court. You to remain in custody until felony drug court decides if they are accepting you. You need to be honest with felony drug court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that would be a good placement for you. And I think they could really help you.
Yes, ma'am.
If felony drug court does not accept her, then I would want intensive outpatient treatment with probation and the UA hotline, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Are you able to report to probation by Zoom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there's to be regular Zoom reporting or in person. So if something happens to your Zoom and you can't report by Zoom, you need to do it in person. And I'm gonna want random field visits 2 times per month.
Yes, ma'am.
Rebecca, is there anything else that she needs?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Conch, is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am. I appreciate it for giving me this chance.
All right, Ms. Conch, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Conch, your attorney tells me this is your business. You have a cleaning business.
Yes, ma'am.
I personally think that's too much temptation for you to be going into people's homes, because I did see in the police report that you had other people's credit cards or identifying information. Here's the thing. If you go into someone's home and take things that don't belong to you, we're going to have a problem. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to close the record. I'm going to send you to a breakout room. And from here on out, Ms. Clunch, you need to ask yourself, every decision you make, you need to ask, is this something that could result in me going to the state jail facility for 2 years? All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. And probation will meet you in number 2. Mr. Gomez, you can go to number 2, or either you can be excused.
I'd like to go to number 2 first, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Judge,
Thank
I
you,
sent
ma'am.
them, I resent the correct paperwork. You want them to refill it out?
Which correct paperwork?
Which one?
The probation correct paperwork.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because she agreed on the record that she's just doing regular probation.
Okay, so I'll go
Right.
ahead and just delete it from the system.
Yes, thank you. All right, Mr. Gomez, you can go to breakout room number 2. Ms. Clunch, if you'll go to breakout room number 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge, you
Warren
ready?
Wolf.
Going to.
Yes, you
Good
can go,
afternoon,
Rebecca.
Judge.
Yes, Rebecca, you can go to number 2. Yes, Mr. Wolf.
Hello. I've got John Anthony Perez. He's incarcerated. Sean Keys has most of his cases that are more egregious than the one I represent.
All right, Mr.
Harrington.
Wolf, we're going to have you come back at 2 p.m.
Okay.
All right, and I'm sorry.
Judge, will that be the same thing for me too?
Yes, 2 p.m.
May I be excused, Judge?
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
you're welcome. And let me just find that on the docket. All right, Jesse Sepulveda.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I have Fernando De Leon. I indicated to you that I intend to file a motion for psychiatric evaluation
Yes.
after speaking to him for the first time.
Yes.
May I have a reset to do so?
Yes, Norma, on Fernando De Leon, can we give them a 30-day reset, please?
The 20th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on the 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may be excused. And Norma, you can counsel him if he's en route.
Fernando De Leon.
All right, Bill Simmons, do you have a date?
Yes, Your Honor, we have December the 9th.
All right, Mr. Simmons, are you driving?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm driving to the hospital to get my mom. She just had a light stroke. And they have to
Okay.
move her from the.
All right, so
I am
what we'll
stopping
do,
right now.
Mr. Simmons, what we'll do is
I'm
we'll
no
we'll
longer
just,
driving, Judge.
we'll recall your case for another day. Go take care of your mom, okay?
Look, we're okay with December the 9th, Judge, and I just pulled up to the valet. And I
All right, no.
apologize so much.
No, go ahead. Go take care of your mom.
Okay, I mean, is December 9th okay, Judge, for the
Yes,
trial date?
December 9th, we'll put you down.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Godspeed, Bill.
Okay. All right, on Mr. Villegas. So the courtroom, can you let him know his new date is going to be December 9th?
He's in front, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Villegas, we're going to call you back on December 9th for jury trial, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll give you a reset form.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Mr. Collins, who is your attorney? All right. Norma, can we call Mr. Collins back up too? I'm trying to see which page he is on.
Yes, ma'am. I don't see his name on here, Judge.
Yes, I don't know who that is.
Let me
Does
figure out.
anyone know who he is?
Let me call the jail real quick, Judge. Maybe they have him in the wrong court.
Okay. Mr. Teeler, we'll see you back at 2 p.m.
Yes, ma'am. May I go to lunch now?
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Alexander Williams, we'll see you back at 2 p.m. Adrian Garcia, 2 p.m.
Yes, ma'am. My sons have to be picked up at 2 from school. Is there any way? Well, I can try to find somebody to pick them up, but I'm the only one that's on there.
No, you can pick up your, if you're supposed to pick up your children, you can pick them up and zoom in after that, okay?
No.
All right, thank you. So I'll note that you may be a little late. That's fine.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, David Lee Gonzalez. We'll see you back at 2 p.m.
Judge, on Jesus Gutierrez, I had chatted Norma, but we have a deal. I'm almost done with paperwork, but
Okay, we can take care of Jesus Gutierrez.
Yeah, I got it. Meredith, the paperwork is done.
All right, let me see if I have it. And where is Mr. Gutierrez? Is he in a breakout? Yeah, he's in breakout room 17. Mr. Collins, who is your attorney?
It's Bo.
It's Mr. Birchwood.
Yes, it's Bo. Judge. I got to get him in here.
Yes, it's a Birchwood.
Okay, just give us a moment, Mr. Collins.
I'm going to send you a chat.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, does that mean that this is David Gonzalez?
Who's your attorney, Mr. Gonzalez?
James Anders.
Yes, we're going to come back at 2 p.m., Mr. Gonzalez.
So I can go grab a bite and then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then I'll come back at 2?
Yes, and it'll be the same link.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Anders, we're going to come back on Mr. Gonzalez at 2 p.m. And Mr. Moss will be back at 2 p.m. Mr. Moss, just give us a second. We'll let the deputy know.
Sorry, Judge, can you repeat who you're bringing back at 2?
Joseph Moss, he's in custody.
Okay.
Jessica Briones, she's on bond. Gavino Vera, he's on bond. Ernest Teeler, he's on bond. Alexander Williams, he's on bond. Adrian Garcia, he's on bond. David Lee Gonzalez, he's on bond. John Pettis, he's in jail. That's on page 10. John Salazar, he's on page 11. That's at 2. And then I'm working my way through the rest. So those are coming back. And Norma, I guess Mr. Collins needs to come back.
At 2? Okay, what about St. John?
I'm sorry, who?
St. John, the female? Did you finish
Oh,
with that?
she's done.
She's done?
Yes.
And what about Vargas?
Vargas is still in the breakout room with Eric Reynolds, but yes, that'll be at 2.
Thanks, sir.
I guess they're going back at 2. So I'm not coming back at 2?
Mr. Collins, will you please wait?
Oh, yes,
Just
ma'am.
mute yourself. Okay, thank you.
I got in trouble.
All right, Norma, can you let them know that Mr. Collins can come back at 2? Thank you.
All right.
And Mr. Moss, we'll see you back at 2 p.m. Thank you. And Mr. Salazar, we'll see you back at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Frankie, you probably need to go back to the breakout room to go over paperwork with Mr. Gutierrez.
Okay, thank you. I was just clicking and signing. Thank you.
Mr. Reynolds, we'll be back on your client at 2 p.m.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Judge, can I get paperwork for that though? It's an MTR. It's going to be an open plea or open MTR.
Sure, just let Ms. Ferguson know and she'll get that to you.
Thanks, Judge.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you, Norma.
And Norma, is Raymond Martinez coming back on Veronica Flores?
I'm sorry, Judge?
I have Veronica Flores on the docket and it's with Raymond Martinez. Is he coming back for that?
At 2 o'clock, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Judge, that'll be an agreement.
Is there anybody from Family Justice around?
Yes, someone from Family Violence is here. And I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. You get someone from Family Violence, go to 3, but we are going to be breaking at 12:30. What is this hanging up here on Kanish's screen? I don't know what that is. It's right outside the, the Supreme Court building. Okay. Hello, Mr. Cox.
Yes, ma'am, Judge. We consulted. I mean, I've consulted with the state on this and conferred, and like we're talking about November 1st.
Okay, all right. If you and your client zoom in at and be here first at 2 p.m., I'll take you up first and make sure that happens.
All right. If I got him and called him and zoomed back, can we do it now or no?
No, because Brennan needs a break. It's almost 12.
Brennan needs a break?
Yeah.
That's a nice ring to that. Brennan needs a break.
Yeah.
Brennan.
All right. So
2 o'clock?
Yes, 2 p.m.
A la dos.
All right. Okay,
All right.
bye-bye. All right, everyone, I think we're gonna go ahead and have to take our break. I don't know where the paperwork is on Mr. Gutierrez, but it hasn't been received on my end. So everyone, we're gonna take our 2 o'clock break. I'm gonna stop the live stream.